Hi everybody, and welcome to this Patreon video. As you know by now, I've decided that I'm going to do the Patreon thing. I've sort of held off doing it this far, but I'll explain my reasons why I've decided to embrace it. Always wanted to kind of do this podcast for free, because I'm a big old lefty, and that's the sort of thing I do. But quite often when I'm talking about politics, I don't get to do the culture thing, because I overrun. I could easily sit here for 2 hours and just talk at you, and as I have done many times in the past, and I don't get then to present the cultural side of things as fully as I would like. So if you go back to the very first podcast I did a couple of years ago now, I started by doing what I called audio documentaries. So the first one was Robert Johnson, the second one was Chess Records and things like that, and Jerome Green playing alongside everyone at the front of the stage. When you see the early TV performances, everyone's up front, and it was very rare and very progressive.
It took me a long time.
And then I started talking about politics, and then I didn't know what it was. And it took me a long time to get to where I am now, where I know what it is that I want to do. And it's hard to kind of move forward with the project with any sort of vigor or vim if you don't know what the fuck it is that you want to do. I know what it is that I want to do. It's in the title. It's it there. Politics, culture, and some other shit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do audio documentaries to cover most of the cultural stuff. Not all of it, most of it, a lot of it. So I'm going to explain to you the tier structure that I'm going to offer at Patreon. I'm sure you know how these work already. So the top tier structure is going to be £5 a month. That's it. That's as much as I'm going to ask anybody to pay. And for that, you're going to get 2 podcasts a week. 2 a week. And you're going to get at least 1 audio documentary a month. At least 1. Depending on how well this goes, I might be able to do more. Because these things are... And the thing with the audio documentary is they're better researched, they're better presented, they're better produced, they're better, the package is it just presents a little half-hour or an hour documentary for you to listen to while you're doing your thing about a particular subject. What subjects? It could be Irish mythology, it could be music, it could be Irish culture, traditions, history, politics, notable figures from history at home and abroad. It could be anything. Okay? So for the £5 a month, you're going to get 2 podcasts a week and the audio documentary. The next tier down is going to be £3 a month, and you're going to get the weekly podcast as per normal, which is open to the public anyway. That's always going to be there. But I'm going to give you guys an extra 2 podcasts from the £5 tier minimum, and if I do more, I will give you more of that, but obviously not the full package that the £5 guys are going to get. So then the first tier, or the last tier, is £1 a month, and that's just a supporter. You're just going to support me to do these. You will get your regular once a week podcasts, and if I get a chance to throw you extra stuff, I will. But keep in mind, I'm going to try and stick to the tier structure as much as possible. And one of the other things I'm very excited about that I'm going to do is, it's something that I've always wanted to do, and if I can make this work, I'm going to be able to do it more. I'm going to do lots of interviews with people. I've got a big list right here. I'm not going to show you it, but it's right here in this book of people that I'm reaching out to do interviews with, and they're all saying yes at the minute. Political figures from the world of arts and culture, and just notable people. And we're just going to have chats and conversations, talk about things, and I hope to start those next week actually. So there we go. That's my pitch for Patreon. I hope you will support me. If you don't worry, it's all good. Love you anyway. You can carry on listening to the podcast. I know there's a lot of Patreon begging letters and stuff, and I'm not very comfortable, I'm not very good at this, but that's where I am. So if I want to see the politics, culture, and some other shit podcast project achieve what I think it can, this is where I need to go with it. Is that okay? Thanks a million, guys. Take care.